There are many platforms out there for traders to trade futures, but what are the best ones? My name is Ike Chukwugwede, and in this video, we'll be exploring the best platforms for futures. So what are prop firms? Prop firms essentially are companies that give you the capital for you to trade with. That's it. So how does a prop firm work? For a prop firm to give you the capital to trade with, you have to go through an evaluation stage. In the evaluation stage, you have to meet a profit target while still obeying the rules. And once you pass the evaluation, you move to the funded stage. In the funded stage, there are no profit targets. You only have to obey the rules. And in this stage, whatever profits you made would be split with the firm. So we'll be going over the top three firms, and the process for these firms is based on their price, the payout policy, and other criteria such as the days to funded, the maximum loss limit, and the profit target, and so on and so forth. So the first out here is TopStep, and in my opinion, TopStep is probably the best prop firm out there in terms of price and other variables. They have a huge community, and they even trade live on YouTube. So we're going to review TopStep based on their price, their payout policy, and other criteria such as the profit target, the maximum loss limit, and if they do have any other conditions such as consistency rules and scaling and so on and so forth. First and first, here are the list of countries that they do not accept. If you are in any of these countries, they would not accept you. So here are the list of those countries, and this is pretty much the same for most futures firm. They have a list of countries that they do not. For a 50K account to pass the evaluation stage, you have to make $3,000 in profit, and while doing that, you cannot lose $2,000, and that's the maximum loss limit. Also, there is something called a consistency target, and it says that the best day has to be below 50% of the total profits made. So for example, if you made $5,000, it means that 50% of the 5K that you made, which is $2,500, would have to be below the total profits that you've made previously. And they have removed the daily loss limit, but if you trade with Ninja Trader or any of these platforms, it might still be in place, but it's not a hard breach. Price. The price of the evaluation is $49 per month. This simply means that you get to pay $49 every month until you pass the evaluation. Most people will pass the evaluation within 1 month. That is, it takes most people less than 1 month to pass the evaluation stage. If you fail the evaluation, you have the option to reset it. There's a cost for doing this, and I believe for TopStep, the price for reset is $49. If you pass the evaluation, you have to pay something called an activation fee, which is $149. The activation fee is a one-time payment. Following this, you would be moved to the funded stage, to the Express funded account. What are the rules for the Express funded account? The first rule is that you do not exceed the maximum loss limit, which means that you should not lose more than $2,000. And you have to obey the scaling plan. This means, for example, that when your account balance is below $1,500 for a 50K account, you can only trade 2 lots, and so on. What is the payout policy? You need to have 5 earning days of $200 or more, and you can withdraw up to $5,000 or 50% of the account balance per a payout request. And the available payout methods are WISE, ACH, and Wire. So my thoughts. I think TopStep is one of the best prop firms out there, if not the best prop firms out there. Their evaluation fee is $49, and the activation fee is $149. Now, their payout policy is 5 earning days. I rate them more for their payout policy more than their price. The second prop firm is MyFundedFutures. They also have a list of restricted countries, and if you are in any of these countries, you cannot open an account with them. So for a 50K account, the cheapest plan would be the starter plan. As you can see, they have multiple plans for a 50K account. They have the starter plan, the expert plan, the milestone, and starter plus account. And looking at this, the cheapest one here being the starter plan is $97 per month. And again, you only get to pay this amount until you pass the challenge. Now, some people pass the challenge within a week, some people within a day. And you can see the profit target is only $3,000 for the profit target, and they have the daily loss limit of 1,200, and then a trading max drawdown of 2,500. So if you notice there, you can see a trading max drawdown. Most traders find the trading max drawdown hard, but the good thing is that theirs is the end of the day, which is better. And scrolling down here, we can see they have a scaling rule, they have a consistency rule. Now, TopStep, as we've seen, also has a scaling rule, and TopStep also has a consistency rule. But when it comes to price, this is much more cheaper because there is no activation fee when you pass the evaluation. The payout policy is 5 winning days of a minimum of $100 for the 50K account. What I like about MyFundedFutures is that it only costs $97 and there is no activation fee. For TopStep, it will cost you $198 to get funded. That is $49 for the evaluation and $149 for the activation fee. My only issue with MyFundedFutures is that the payout is capped to a maximum. That is, you can only withdraw $1,200 for the first 5 payouts. But with TopStep, you can withdraw $5,000. Apex is the third firm, and like the other firms, they also have a list of countries that they do not accept. If you are in any of these countries, you will not be able to open an account with them. With Apex, they have 2 plans, and they are the Rhythmic plan and the Trade of It plan. The cheapest one in terms of fees is the Rhythmic plan. For the 50K Rhythmic account, the profit target is $3,000, and they have an intraday trading drawdown of $2,500. Some traders find this trading drawdown makes it harder to pass the challenge. The price is $167 per month, but they always have 80% discount. So we would assume the cost is about $33 for the evaluation. They have an activation fee, and it is $140 for the Rhythmic 50K account. So the total cost is about $177, which is pretty close to what TopStep is charging, but that is way higher than what MyFundedFutures charges. Now with Apex, they have quite a bunch of rules like 30% consistency rule, 30% risk limitation, or the negative P&L. So what is the payout policy? With Apex, the payout policy is that you have to have 8 trading days with a minimum of $50 for each single trading day. And they also have a maximum payout for each payout period. And for a 50K account, that maximum is $2,000. So what are my thoughts with Apex? Well, I've been with them before. Personally, I don't like their rules. It seems like they have too many rules. I also don't like their payout policy because you have to trade 8 days to get paid, which I find is longer than TopStep and also MyFundedFutures. In terms of price, MyFundedFutures is way more cheaper than they are. So rounding up, this is how the 3 firms compare. There are other good firms out there, such as Take Profit Trader, which has one of the best payout policies out there, and others like Tradeify, Bunox, Blue Sky, Tick Trader, One Up Trader. But having looked at all these, I think TopStep and MyFundedFutures tops the list for me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is CK Chukwuede. Like and leave a comment, and see you on the next one. Something to keep in mind is that some of these companies are always changing, and it is possible that 2 or 3 years from now, some companies may not be around. and some of the worst companies could actually be the best companies. So it is what keep in mind that some of these companies are always changing, and the best companies now might not be the best companies 2 years from now.